You need to try this. I'm not just saying that. Or am I? 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Hi guys! I was just sitting here getting some air and I felt like the lighting was better than what it was before. I did already eat the food I made, so I'm going to insert that now. And what you need is an onion, very simple. I hope everyone has an onion in their house. I am going to be doing a pantry essentials, so what I feel everyone should have in their pantry or their cupboard, just in case of emergencies, that you won't need to buy every time you go shopping. Tell me if you want to see that pantry essentials video. Like, comment, subscribe, and then I'll talk you through how to make the dish. This is shakshuka or shukshaku. I always get it mixed up. Egg stew with yam. You can eat this with whatever you want. I just wanted you guys to see a cheap and tasty way of making stew. Also, the base for this stew can be used for meat, fish, whatever you want. So I hope you enjoy this. Oil, vegetable oil. I wouldn't use olive oil because it doesn't have a high smoking point, and by that I mean it can't get hot enough without kind of burning or changing in flavor. And another thing is, I don't like using olive oil because it has a flavor. I like to use a flavorless high point oil. Sorry, you're gonna hear the church bell. I like to use something like vegetable oil, canola oil, rapeseed oil, sunflower oil, anything oil that's flavorless. A can of tomatoes. I wouldn't recommend using fresh tomatoes. I mean, you can, but it will take longer to cook down. It's very important in this recipe, the water content in the tomatoes to cook down. We need to fry the sauce. This is very important, I feel, in cooking Nigerian food, in cooking sauces, even for the base of jollof. Fry, I don't mean deep fry. I mean letting the stew cook long enough for the water content to evaporate. I'm talking too much, sorry, I love food.
Okay, so first you want to cut your onions and chilies into smaller pieces so it's easier to blend. In whatever you're blending, I'm using a hand blender. You can use a food processor or liquefier. Put your tomatoes, onions and chilies in and blend until smooth. Next, you want to heat some oil in a pan. It doesn't have to get super hot. Then add your tomato mixture in. You want this to cook. Don't worry if it looks like it's separated or it's not hot enough. It's going to come together once it's frying later. And next you just want to cover it with a lid and let it cook. Guys, this is the longest part of the whole entire dish. All you have to do is let the stew sauce cook down. Stir it from time to time, make sure it's not burning. Put it on about a medium to low heat. Next, we're going to season it. I only use Maggi, so I'm Nigerian. I use Maggi or Knorr cubes. I don't use Oxo. I don't really put salt in. If I don't use Maggi, then maybe a little salt. You can use salt if you want to. I prefer Maggi. You can add any other herbs or spices you like. You can add thyme, whatever you want. But I like to keep it really simple and just go for Maggi, of course. Then I add a little bit of water because it got a bit thick. And then cover again and let it cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so now comes the quote-unquote hardest part. What I like to do is crack the eggs into a glass before I put them into the sauce, which makes it easier to put in, or in case you have a bad egg or something, it's just a safer way. Then you want to make a well in a part of the sauce. So if you're doing 4 eggs, imagine 4 parts to the sauce, and that's where you just want to crack the egg in, and slowly but surely it'll dip into the gap you've made. I know it's hard because they're both liquid, but just trust yourself, make the well and throw it in. Don't throw it in, drop it in slowly. Then you want to cover and let it steam for about 5 to 10 minutes or until the eggs are cooked. I like my eggs runny if it were any other dish, but for this dish you do want to let the eggs cook because the yolks can run into the sauce and create a bit of a mess. I serve mine with yam and a snail and crab sauce. I'm Nigerian, so I had crazy stuff. But it was absolutely delicious, guys. You can have this with rice, pasta, bread, whatever you want. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. If you have any questions, comment, email me, follow me on my social media. I hope you enjoyed this and see you next video.
Go right in. Peppered not prawns. This might freak you guys out. These are peppered snails. I'm Nigerian, so I eat loads of crazy stuff, sorry. And some crab legs that my mum made for me in London. They were made in London, and I just froze it and brought it with me to Spain because I can't find snails in Spain. I have the yam and the egg. Okay, so I'm just gonna, just so y'all can, I haven't eaten all day. I'm hungry as hell, and I did this for y'all. It smells so good. Let's get some sauce, some egg, y'all. Damn, I'm good. Oh, if you guys want to see me eat the snail, it looks like this. It's not in its shell. It's not like escargot, because I think they use butter and garlic for that. This one is fried, boiled, everything. I could honestly drink this sauce. Guys, you need to try this. I'm not just saying that. Or am I? 10 out of 10 would recommend. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put the recipe and the full list of ingredients and instructions down below. It will be on my blog at FoodwithDom on WordPress. Also, I'll put them in the description box. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'd love to hear from you guys. I love reading comments. It makes me happy. So yeah, again, so sorry about this dusty lookingness that I came on with. I didn't plan on filming today. Bye guys.